Here we go. Hey, welcome to another edition of Chillin'. Let's go ahead get to my guest of the evening. She's a singer, songwriter, a very, very good friend, and she's got a new song out called "Could Have Been" that is available on all the digital music platforms. I'm still awaiting to hear from Tina. I'm not sure if Tina, can you hear me?
Hey, Kenny. Can
What's
you hear me?
up? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. How's it
Good
going?
evening. It's going good. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, good. First off, thank you for wanting to do this Zoom interview with me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
So it's been a couple of years since you last been on the show.
Mm,
You and I, we do have history. We went to the
yeah.
same church, Wesley. My family knows your family, obviously, and I didn't even know that you was a musician until I started supporting local music. I'm like, wait a minute, Tina, the Tina
Mhm.
I know from Wesley, she doing music. Nobody
Uh,
told me. so,
yeah.
so let's talk about your single. Could have been. That is your latest single. It's available on all the platforms
Yeah.
right now. And as a matter of fact, you do have a music
Mhm.
video for it as well. For all the years that I've listened to your music, you usually are fun, lovely, uplifting, good vibes, good energy. This is a different track from what people are used to. So talk about the whole process of recording this track could have been.
Oh my goodness. It's been a beautiful process. It was a very beautiful process. It was very personal. Um, just involving me being, just a little bit more vulnerable, telling my story, letting myself out there a little bit, taking my guard down a little bit so that people can really connect with who I am as a person, and some of the experiences that I've had. Um, that particular song for me tells a story about me and someone that I was in love with, and how basically, even though it didn't work out the way we had both wanted it to work out, it still allowed me to discover a lot of things about myself. It still opened up doors for me to kind of really get to know myself more. And it's like, it's not like one of them X songs where you're talking all this mess and, oh, this person did me dirty. It's like, no, you know what? It didn't work out, but you really opened me up to a whole new world. You really taught me a lot. I'm grateful for the fact that I met you. I'm glad that I got to know you. And, you know, I wish you well, but even though I wish you well, sometimes I wonder, like, dang, I wonder how things could have been if we were still together. Like, will we still be going down this path? Like, will we? So that's pretty much what the song is about. Just kind of going back in time. Like, if you could go back in time and change things, like, how would it end? Would it end? Like, so that's pretty much what that was about. Yeah,
That's well said. I
yeah,
figure if you was going to do a song like this is
yeah,
exactly how it would go.
yeah.
And we both listen to music. Obviously, we heard the breakup songs and stuff, and people get really let their feelings out, getting really aggressive, like how could you
Mhm.
betray me and things like that. And I
Yeah,
didn't get that from you on this song. So it
yeah,
felt okay. We had our moment. We got to know each other. Things didn't work out. I wish you
mhm,
well. But every now and then you look back and wonder, man, what if we didn't reach that breaking point or whatever.
exactly.
So I like the song. I like the video as well. Let's talk about
Mhm.
the video. How did that go?
It went really well. I was out here scouting, trying to figure out, okay, who can I get to play the male interest, the love interest for the song. Shout out to Dante Shelton for you holding it down and playing that part very well, because both of us was super nervous. Very, very, very nervous during the process of recording the visual. Shout out to Lex Brand for shooting the visual for me. So we basically shot it in my home. Uh, it was really nerve-wracking because I'm so used to being in videos with Solo, my fiance. Like, I'm so used to him being my love interest. So for me to like shift the focus to another male, even when you was in my video Catch the Vibe. So it's always like I get so nervous. So it was interesting, but I'm glad we got through it and we could really show the emotion of the song and really just tie those loose ends together and just really bring forth something that represented the record.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought up the time that I was in quote unquote love interest.
Oh
You
yeah.
you talk about you being nervous. I was nervous. I mean,
Everybody's nervous.
if you were to tell me that in 2020 during the pandemic I will be a love interest in the music video, I probably say no way. I don't look like the guy that could be a love interest, regardless of what was the plan for the video. Big shout out to your good friend Sarah for being
Yeah,
so hospitable with the
yeah.
music video shoot. And every time I see you, I see her. And the funny thing is, we never spoke to each other until Mike Hero's album release show, which was earlier this year.
Yeah, yeah.
She is a sweetheart. Shout out to her. She did share the poster there. So much love
Yeah.
for Sarah. Appreciate you.
Love you, Sarah.
So she gets a well deserved shout out, obviously.
Mhm.
So we see this could have been track from Tina,
Mhm.
getting a different side. Um,
Mhm.
so with that being said, as far as upcoming songs that you've been working on, writing and stuff, could we expect more different sides of Tina as far as future songs? What direction are you going? Now that people have gotten a different side of Tina.
Basically what you just said. You guys are gonna see Mad Tina, Shy Tina, um, inspirational Tina, y'all are pretty much gonna see all that sexy Tina, sensual Tina. Y'all gonna see all of it. Um, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that. Because I feel like I've been doing this for so long, and I really just feel like people haven't really gotten a chance to know me yet. And as a musician, as someone who writes all her own music, I don't have no writers. Like I've always written all my music. So for someone like myself, for people to listen to my music and not really know who I am and not be able to connect with me through my music, that's a problem for me. And I realized that was a problem. And I said, you know what? I really got to open up and I really got to let people see those different sides of me. I'm like, I don't know how anyone's going to respond to it unless I at least try and put myself out there. So that's pretty much what this project's going to be. Yeah.
I do like it. I've
Mhm.
seen the nice Tina, good vibes
Exactly.
Tina. I haven't
Yeah.
seen angry Tina.
Oh,
I haven't seen that, but but from the history that we've gotten to know each other, you've always been very gracious with me, and the support and vice versa. So I definitely enjoyed your music up to this point. I've seen the singing Tina. I've seen the rap Tina. You got bars too. Can't forget about the rapping Tina. She got bars. If you haven't heard the bars, go listen to her old music. It's just she goes in. Don't get it twisted. Don't no, absolutely not. So
Mhm.
I do love obviously anybody that knows me, I do my best to support so many local musicians throughout the years.
Mm,
There's plenty of hip hop artists, there's plenty of rock artists and country and stuff and other types of artists. I'm starting to see more of the R&B side. Seeing artists like yourself,
yeah.
Anonymous Rose, she's going on
Mm,
tour, doing her thing. Bryce, I'm seeing all so many others. I'm forgetting some people. Wobbly in Louisville and a
yeah.
plethora of others. Like, how are you feeling about the R&B side of things? Obviously, in Bryson Tiller, obviously. But how are you
Yeah.
feeling about R&B here in Kentucky? You feel like it's starting to get some recognition? What's your thoughts on
Yeah,
the
I feel like
landscape?
it's hidden. I feel like it's been hidden, and I feel like it's about time. It's long overdue for people to really pay attention to the phenomenal artists here that are a part of the R&B world. Whether you're R&B and B and rap or whatever, just paying attention to the vocal capabilities of a lot of these artists here. They're so, I mean, it's just phenomenal. It blows me away how it gets overlooked and it's not as appreciated. And for me, that's a problem. I'm like, no, mm-mm. And people like yourself who actually support it and go out of your way to support like that means a lot. That really, really means a lot. Um, and I'm excited for this new era. I'm excited for people, finally getting a chance to get into the R&B scene here because it's blossoming and it's beautiful. And y'all don't want to miss the wave now. Okay.
Yeah, what she said, don't miss the wave. Don't wait until people really notice it. Just get on board
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
Anonymous is doing her thing, you doing your thing. Passion May,
Yeah.
Bryce, Wobbly, and so many Zanaya also from Louisville. Yeah,
Okay.
they got my attention. I know, y'all got my
Mhm.
attention. And I feel like it's time to really it's time to acknowledge the R&B acts out here in Kentucky because
Exactly.
y'all out there. Y'all talented. And not only
Mhm.
you get props as an artist, you get props for doing shows like the Neo Soul show you did a couple years back. You giving artists a platform that doesn't get talked enough neither. So you and Anonymous and others definitely deserve your flowers for just putting R&B out there in Kentucky and just showing people what y'all are capable of. I really like what y'all doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And as long as I've been doing this, like I feel like I have been running away from my R&B side for a while. Like I was trying to be this rapper, which is nothing wrong with that. But that's what I was really, really shooting for. That's who I thought I was for so long. And then it's like, it's been a while since I put out a project. I put out some singles. I kind of feel like I've been playing around with my sound. And I just came to the conclusion that I should just be straight up R&B. I should just sing. I should just sing to people. I should just serenade you guys and give you guys those vocals, honey. I should just lay it on you. And I feel like that's really been working so well for me. I feel like it's just opened up a whole new world for myself, and I really feel like I've found my sound. Through R&B, through trying to create that classic, timeless music. I feel like I've really, really found my sound and my home, if you will. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
I love R&B in general. Some the ladies in
Mhm.
R&B making noise, making waves like her, Ari Lennox,
I
Summer
love that.
Walker, who by the
Yeah.
way has a new album coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna be glued to that. It definitely feels like R&B definitely is still there. It's still, there's a lot of talented musicians in that genre that's doing incredible things. Um
Mhm.
Now in the previous interview, I did ask like who
Mhm.
inspired you as an artist. As far as right now, currently at this moment, who got the attention of Tina? Who's making you feel like, yo, these people are doing it the right way?
Ah, okay. So definitely Ari Lennox, love her. I hope to work with her someday. Like hopefully I'm on her radar, you know what I'm saying? Like I love her. Also Brent Fayez. I don't know if you know who that is.
I'm familiar with him. Yes.
He is amazing. I love him. Love, love, love him. Who else? There's so many people. Now, are you familiar with any international acts?
Not that I know of.
African artists that sing or whatever?
Nah.
Okay, well, I definitely want to work with Burna Boy. I want to work with Kid. Like these are all the people that I listen to a lot, and I really really love their style of their sound. And I'm hoping one day we can do some business. We can work because these are people who really have my attention. Um, and that's it for right now. That's it for right now. Yeah.
I am familiar with Riz and Burna Boy. I'm familiar with those two.
Yeah.
I watch BET from time to time, and every now and then I see something that's not necessarily a rewind, So, so
Mhm.
yeah, some good choices you got there. You check out the single "Could Have Been." It's on the platforms
Yeah.
already. Go stream it. Go buy it. Go support these artists,
Mhm.
and go check out the music video. It's on YouTube under Miss Tina Fondren. It's out there. She shot it at her crib, and you're gonna get in your feelings. You know, you're gonna get these feelings on this track. So as far as 2022, people are planning a lot, maybe more new
Mhm.
music, more shows.
Mhm.
Hopefully, with COVID-19, we'll get things more under control. Obviously, but you got any you got any plans for 2022?
Definitely gonna be bringing y'all this project finally, finally, and I'm gonna be putting out another single before the end of the year. You know, I don't know, I'm not gonna drop too many clues on the vibe,
Okay.
but you're gonna love it. Y'all are gonna love it. So, stay tuned because the project is coming next year. Finally, finally here. So yeah, I'm excited.
2022,
Yeah,
new body of work with Miss
yeah,
Tina
the whole
Fondren.
thing.
So
Yeah,
and she gonna give y'all at least one more joint before year's end.
one more. It's only
So
right. It's only fair that I do it.
so she got y'all. She got y'all. If
Yeah.
y'all into that R&B feel,
Mhm.
90s, even 2000s and stuff, but
Yeah.
just bringing her feel to it, her voice, her style, her creativity, her originality. You're gonna love Miss Tina Fondren. Go support this woman. Go support all these artists locally and independently. They put in a lot of work and they do it for y'all. So please support these artists. Tina, great chatting with you. Thank you so
Likewise.
much for being on, and hopefully we'll see each other in the future shows.
Yeah.
Future shows as in plural.
Mhm.
Because I'm enjoying getting back outside again. Um,
Same.
Reunite with some friends and such. So you enjoy yourself, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your week, and
Yeah.
thanks again. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much for having me. You have a wonderful evening.
Much
All right.
love.
Good
You
night.
have a good night.
You too.
All
Bye.
right. That was Tina Fondren. Appreciate her for